Hello viewers, welcome to the channel and to another video. In this video we'll be designing the small RC character model using the part workbench and the other two workbenches, sketcher and draft workbench. At no time we will use the part design workbench on this video. You might be surprised by this, but sometimes it's more efficient to work with the part workbench than part design workbench because of the limitations of part design workbench. For example, in this RC tab part workflow, we have three steps. Then in this document, RC tab part design workflow. This is great. First, let's create a new document. Click on this icon, and now let's close this part design workflow. And let's change workbench here to sketcher. First, we'll work with the sketcher workbench. Let's create our first sketch. Just click on this icon and you need to select YZ plane. Select this option and OK. And now we go to sketch geometry and we need to select centered rectangle, this option, and we draw this rectangle here in this vertical axis. Okay, and next we select vertical distance tool, and now this endpoint and the origin point, and the distance here should be 31.5 millimeters. Okay, and next we select constraint distance tool. For this vertical line here, we'll set 9.8 millimeters, and this and the horizontal dimension of this rectangle should be 26 millimeters. Okay, now we have this, and this rectangle is full constrained. The next thing to do is to hide these all constraints here. To do that, we need to click on this icon. Okay, and next we change this rectangle to construction geometry. Just click on this icon, and as you can see, now have this rectangle will limit our section sketch. Okay, now let's select polyline tool and let's draw this sketch. Vertical line, horizontal line, vertical and horizontal again. Okay, and next select constraint distance, and now for this vertical line set 1.5 millimeters. This line here let's set 3, and here we'll set 1.8, and this line here will set 2 millimeters. And now double click on this icon to hide all constraints and select horizontal distance tool, and now this endpoint and this center point here of this rectangle, and the distance here will set 12.5 millimeters. Okay, in this way, and let's hide these constraints. Double click here, and next we go to sketch drums again, and we click here, and we need to select this arc here, endpoints and rim point. Select this option, and now just click on this endpoint and draw this arc in this way. And now click here and draw this arc, and now click in this endpoint and draw this arc here. Okay, now we selected this point here and we set tangent, and now what we'll do is to select this all sketch here and mirror this sketch. Select these arcs. Okay, and now select these lines. Okay, and select these vertical axis, and now mirror tool, and we have this as you can see. And now let's drag this endpoint here to see if we have problems, and we have problems. This line here must be horizontal, and this point here we have to constrain in this edge here. Select this constraint, and we have this. First let's select symmetrical constraint, this tool here, and now just select this endpoint and this endpoint, and now vertical axis. We have 10 degrees of freedom here. Let's select this tool again and create this arc here in these two endpoints, and now here. Okay, now we have this. Escape and select this point here and set tangent, and in this point here set tangent. And now select this point and this edge here and place this constraint here, and now we have this as you can see. Okay, and next select line tool and click here and in this edge here. Okay, Now if we drag this line here, you can see that we can move this. We want this point here, fix it in this vertical axis. So we place this constraint here, and this one here must be a construction geometry, so we change it. Okay, and next we select this tool here, and we set the size of this line here. We set 3 millimeters, and next we constrain this. We use this constraint here to constrain this point in this arc here. Okay, and now we have this. The next thing to do is to set the radius of these all arcs here. Let's hide all constraints. Double click here and select constraint radius here, and for this arc here we'll set 3.5. this arc here we set 10 millimeters, and this arc we set 4. Okay, and this arc here should be 57, and this arc here 56. Okay, and now we have this sketch. As you can see, it's full constrained. Escape 2 times to leave this sketch, and the next thing that we'll do is to move to the part workbench to revolve this sketch here. So we click here and we select part workbench, this workbench here, and next we need to select this sketch, and now use this revolve tool. Just click here in this icon, and we need to change the duration of this operation. We need to set y-axis. Okay, so we'll set 1 here, and here we'll set 0, and now okay. As you can see, now we have our result, and if this green edge bother you, you can change it in the appearance panel. Just select this operation, right click on mouse and select appearance, and we can change the color of this edge here. Then color, just click here, and for example let's select this black color, and okay, and close this. As you can see, now we have this black edge. Okay, next let's create a fillet in this edge here, and now rotate this model, control and select this edge here, and go to the fillet tool, this tool here. Just click here, and the radius should be 0.5, and okay, and we have this, as you can see. And now what we'll do is to move back to the sketch workbench. Just click here and select sketch workbench, and what we'll do here is to create a sketch for this pattern here. Okay, so let's create our sketch. Just click in this icon and select XY plane. This sketch should be close as possible to the surface here, so we'll change the offset here to 33 millimeters, and okay. And now we select rectangle tool and we draw this rectangle here in this origin point. And the next thing that we'll do is to try to rotate the sketch 90 degrees. Escape 2 times, and now we selected the sketch here. Right click on mouse and select attachment to detour. And if we scroll down, we can see that we can't change anything here. This happens because the sketch is not attached to anything. As you can see here, no reference selected. Okay, so we cancel this and we delete the sketch here. We need a way to attach that sketch in the XY plane. To do that, we can create a part. Just click here, and as you can see, now we have this part object. And next, let's move this operation into this part here. Okay, and now if we select this origin here, this origin object, and spacebar, as you can see, we have these all planes and the axis now. Okay, so now we can select XY plane and create our sketch. Okay, just select this plane and create a sketch. Click OK, and again select centered rectangle tool and draw this rectangle in this origin point. Escape 2 times, and first let's drag the sketch into this pod here and hide these planes, spacebar. And now select the sketch, right click on mouse and go to attachment editor. And now if we scroll down, we can see that we can change these all values here. So the first thing that will change here will be the Z duration to 33. Okay, and we'll rotate this sketch on the Z axis. Let's set 90 degrees here, and now scroll up and click OK, and now double click. Okay, and now as you can see, we have this. Select this rectangle and delete. And next, go to sketch geometry and select arc tool, this first option. Okay, and now start drawing these arcs here. Click here again and draw this arc. Okay, and now zoom in and select line tool, and now connect this point and this point here, and now these two points, and draw these two lines here and these arcs. Okay, if it's difficult to see the sketch geometries, we can add more darkness to the appearance of this part here. To do that, skip 2 times and select this fillet operation, and now right click on mouse and go to appearance, and now go to shape color, and from here we can change this. Okay, click OK and close this, and now double click in the sketch. Now as you can see, we can see these all geometries, no problems. Okay, next let's select trim tool, this tool here, and let's trim this edge. Let's trim this arc here and this arc, sorry, Control Z, this arc here, this arc. Select arc tool again, click on this center point, and now connect these two endpoints here. Okay, and this line here should be a vertical line, so we set vertical. Okay, and next let's set the size of the sketch here, and then we'll mirror this sketch. Okay, so let's select horizontal distance tool, this tool here, and now these 2 points here, and the distance will be 1.5 millimeters. And now from this point to this origin point, we'll set 1.25 divided by 2. Drag this point in this way and select this tool again, and now these 2 endpoints, and set 4.55. Okay, and next select this point and this origin point, and we'll set 22.5 divided by 2, and get this distance 11.25 millimeters. Okay, and now let's select vertical distance tool, and now this endpoint and this origin point, and the distance here should be 0.75, and now the size of this line here will set 4.55. And next we selected this endpoint and this origin point, and the distance here should be 8 millimeters. Okay, and now select equal constraint, and let's make this line and this line equal. Select constraint radius, and now just click on this arc and set 30. Okay, and now we have this. As you can see, we have these dimensions for this sketch. Let's hide these constraints here. Just click here, and now we'll mirror the sketch here and the side here. So we selected these all geometries. Okay, and now these vertical axis, and now mirror tool, and now we have this. As you can see, the next thing to do is to apply symmetrical constraint here. Let's do that. Let's select constraint symmetrical, and now these 2 endpoints and this vertical axis. Okay, and next we can select equal constraint and make these 2 lines equal, and next this line here and this line equal. Okay, now we can leave the sketch here, skip 2 times, and let's go to the part workbench, select part, and let's create an extrusion of the sketch here. Select the sketch, and now this tool here, extrude tool, click here, and let's add 15 millimeters here, and okay. As you can see, now have this. Let's move this extrude to this part here, and also let's reverse the direction of this extrude. Select this extrude and resize this, and go to the parameters of this operation. Go to reverse it, change here to true, and enter. Now we have this, as you can see. Okay, now let's go back to the Sketcher workbench. Click here and select Sketcher workbench, and what we'll do now is to create a sketch in which we'll draw a section that we'll use to remove material from this part here. Okay, let's do that. Create a sketch, select YZ plane, this plane here, and okay. And now as you can see, we have this. The next thing to do is to select the external jump tool and extract this edge. As you can see, we can't extract the edge of these parts here. Escape 2 times, and the problem here is that the sketch here is outside of this part here. So we need to move the sketch into this part here, and now double click and select the external jump tool again and zoom in. And now as you can see, we can extract these edges, no problems. Let's extract this all edge here and this edge here. Okay, next let's select centered rectangle and just click here and draw this rectangle in this way. And now let's change the size here. Let's move this, select the external jump tool and also extract this edge. Okay, and now drag this line to here, select vertical distance tool. Now this point here and this point, set 0.5 here, and okay, it's okay. Next select centered rectangle tool again, just click here, and now click in this vertical axis and draw this rectangle. Now delete this line here, and next go to sketch jumps, click here and select this option for the arc tool, click here, and now just click in this edge and draw this arc in this way, and do the same here, draw this arc in this way, and now connect these two end points here during this arc. Okay, and next skip and select this point here and set tangent, and the same with this point, set tangent. Okay, and now we need to constrain the center point of this arc here, zoom out, and I think the center point is this point here. So select these 2 points and set vertical. Okay, and now just zoom in and let's move these points. Next select this point here, constrain this point in this arc here, and also this point in this edge. Okay, now we have this, and next select constant constraint and make this point and this point here constant. Let's do the same here, select this point and this point here, and we have this. Okay, next let's set the radius of this arc here, select constraint radius for this arc here. Let's add 10 millimeters. Okay, and this arc here, let's add 50. Okay, and next let's create a point here, select point tool, create a point in this vertical axis, and now use this constraint here to constrain this point in this arc here. Okay, and next select constraint vertical distance tool, select this point here, and now go to the origin point, just click here and set 65 divided by 2 millimeters, and we get 32.5 millimeters for the distance here. Okay, next let's select equal constraint, let's select equal constraint, and now this arc and this arc here. Okay, and now we have these 3 arcs here constrained. Escape 2 times, and now go to the part workbench. Okay, and what we'll do now is to select the sketch and remove the sketch, click here, and let's change the duration to y-axis. Let's set 1 here, and here let's set 0, and okay. As you can see, now we have this object here, we have this revolve. Okay, the next thing to do is to move this revolve here into this part object, and now as you can see we have the sketch here. Okay, and now that we have this, we can subtract this part here from this extrude. First select this extrude and now control this revolution, and now cut tool. Okay, and now if we zoom in, as you can see we have this. Okay, And the next thing to do is to create a polar array of these part here. To do that, we'll use the draft workbench. So let's move to the draft workbench here, select draft. First, we can hide this grid here, just clicking this icon, and let's select the SCAD operation and go to polar array, this option. Okay, here, and the number of elements we'll set 2. We'll start with 2 occurrence. Here must be 0, and also here. And now just click OK, and now select this array and scroll down here. We go to axis first, just click in this arrow, and here we need to change the axis of this polar array to be y-axis. So we'll set 1 in the y-axis, and here we'll change to 0, like so. And now if we rotate this model, we can see that it's all fine now. The next thing that we need to do is to change the number of occurrence to 32. To do that, we select this array and we go to number polar and we change here to 32 and enter. And as you can see, we have these all objects here. We have these all parts. Okay, next we need to move back to the part workbench to fuse these two parts here. Just click here and select part workbench, and now select these two operations and now union tool. Okay, as you can see, we can see nothing here, no 3D model here. What you need to do is to refresh this document, so just click in this icon. As you can see, we have this final part here, but we need to move this fusion into this part here. Select this fusion and move into this part here, and now as you can see, we have this fusion only in this part container. Okay, and if we want to change the appearance of this tile here, we can do that. What you need to do is to select this fusion and right click on mouse and select appearance. Okay, and for example, we can add more darkness into this tile here. So we scroll down here like so, and okay, now also we can decrease the line width, for example 1 here and 1 here, and close this. And now we have this. So this is the final part, as you can see here. So what can I say is thank you for watching this video. If you found this video useful, please leave a like, a comment, and share this video with your friends. And also, if you want to support the content of this channel, you can do that. Just go to the description of this video and you'll find a link to my Ko-Fi page. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.